Shalom, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yoshai, Bahasham, Rakagadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach us this truth. Salutation to the hopeful elect scattered abroad amongst the nations, who look like the nations that they are from. Shalom, that they are scattered in. Shalom. And I will start this at Numbers 24 and 7. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his sheet shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. First Samuel 15 and 8. First Samuel 15 and 8. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen. We are just dealing with Agag in this. Who the hell is Agag? Who is Agag? And Yahweh sent thee on a journey, and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites. So now we know who the sinners are. And fight against them until they be consumed. This is 8 verse 18. Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of Yahweh, but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst eat every the sight of Yahweh? And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of Yahweh, and have gone the way which Yahweh sent me, and have bought Agag the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. So now we know that this is Amalek. Agag is an Amalekite, the king of the Amalekite. But the people took of the spoiled sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto Yahweh thy power in Gilgal. And Samuel said, Art Yahweh has great delight in burnt offering and sacrifice as in obeying the voice of Yahweh? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice. Do you hear that? And to hearken than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, which the Amalekites do. They are rebellious. They are people full of witchcraft. Yeah, that's what they rule by. And stubbornness is an iniquity and idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king. And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of Yahweh and thy words, because I fear the people and obey their voice. Yeah, you've been a coward. Now therefore I pray thee, pardon my sin, and turn again with me, that I may worship Yahweh. And Samuel said unto Saul, I will not return with thee, for thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh. And Yahweh had rejected thee from being king over Israel. And as Samuel turned about to go away, he laid hold upon the skirt of his mantle, and it rent. And Samuel said unto him, Yahweh hath rent the kingdom of Israel from thee this day, and hath given it to a neighbor of thine that is better than thou. And also the strength of Israel will not lie nor repent, for he is not a man that he should repent. Then he said, I have sinned, yet honor me now, I pray thee, before the elders of my people, and before Israel, and turn again with me, that I may worship Yahweh, thy power. So Samuel turned again after Saul, and Saul worshipped Yahweh. Then said Samuel, Bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately. and Agag said, Surely bitterness of death is past. And Samuel said, As thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hew Agag in pieces before Yahweh in Gilgal. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Okay, now we go to Esther. So now we know who the Agakites are. Now we go to Esther. Esther 3 and 1. After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bow and reverence Haman, for the king had so command concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence. Then the king's servants which were in the king's gate said unto Mordecai, Why transgressest thou the king's commandment? Now it came to pass, when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai manners would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew. A Judite would be the perfect word, Judite. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did them reverence, then was Haman full of wrath. Yes, he was angry, full of anger. And he brought scorn to lay hands and make an alone, Mordecai alone, for they had through him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai. I'm going to jump down to 8 and 3. So this is of Esther. And Esther spake yet again before the king, and fell down at his feet, and besought him with tears, put away the mischief of Haman the Agagite, and his device that he had devised against the Jews. Then the king held out his golden scepter and towards Esther. So Esther arose and stood before the king, and said, If it please the king, and if I have found favor in his sight, and the thing seem right before the king, and I be pleasing in his eyes, let it be written to reverse the letter devised by Haman the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, which he wrote to destroy the Jews, which are all the king's province. For how can I endure to see that evil that shall come upon my people? Or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindred? Then the king Ahasuerus said unto Esther the queen, and to Mordecai the Jew, Behold, I have given Esther the house of Haman, and him they have hung upon the gallows, because he laid his hand upon the Jews. Write ye also for the Jews as it like you in the king's name, and seal it with the king's ring, for the writing which is written in the king's name, and seal with the king's ring, may no man reverse. 9 and 24. 9 and 24. Okay, 8 and 12. Because Haman the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews, had devised against the Jews to destroy them, had cast Porah, that is the lot, to consume them, to destroy them. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device which he devised against the Jews should return upon his own head, and that he and his son should be hung on the gallows. Wherefore they call these days Purim, after the name of Por. Therefore, for all the words of this letter and of that which they had seen concerning this matter, and which had come unto them, the Jews ordained and took upon them and upon their seed and upon all such as joined themselves unto them, so I should not fail, that they would keep these 2 days according to their writing, and according to their appointed time every year, that these days should be remembered and kept throughout every generation, every family, every province, every city, that these days of Purim should not fail from among the Jews, that the memorial of them perish from their seed. Okay. So we know that Agag was an Amalekite. But where does Amalek come from? Okay, we go to Genesis 36 and 12 for the beginning of Amalek. Genesis 36 and 12. No. Genesis 36 and 12. 36 and 12, yeah. And the sons of, I start at 11, and the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zebul, Gatam, and Kenaz. 12. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. Oh. And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. Oh. These were the sons of Adar, Esau's wife. So now we know who Amalek is. I see. Amalek is an Edomite too. But he came out of the seed of a concubine. Oh, so he's the least of the nation. But end up as the top. Okay. So we go to 16. 15. These were the dukes of the son of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Timnah, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, Duke Canaan. 16. Duke Korah, Duke Gatam, Duke Amalek. Hmm. So he's one of the tribes inside Esau, which I think are 11. Yeah, I think there are 11 of them. So let me go down to the bottom to see if I'm correct. These are the names of the dukes that came of Esau. This is 36 and 40. So you can go and read for yourself. The generation of Esau, Edom, is Genesis 36, from 1 to the end. So that whole chapter is for them. And these are the names of the dukes that came of Esau unto their families after they are placed by their names. Duke Timnah. So now, Duke Timnah, Crazy. So that's why they said the seed come through the woman. That sounds crazy when you speak it out loud, doesn't it? Ah, boy. Mm. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, so that's one. Let's see. After the name, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Esau tribe is 11. Okay, Edom, that's 11. So that's about Agag and where he came from. So Shalom, Yehovah Hashem Yeshai, Hashem Rakakadash. Shalom to the hopeful elect.